Hi, this is Beauvais Lyons, at least my hands, instructor for the Special Topics Printmaking Without a Press course. Let's look at our supply box for the class, which you should get in the mail or we can arrange to pick up at the Art and Architecture building. So inside this box is a little bit of paper, newsprint. You can recycle that. So one thing we have in here is a catalog from the Southern Graphics Council International Conference 2015 that has a number of prints that you might enjoy looking at in a variety of techniques. So in here is a document that's also in the course Canvas site that lists the things in this box. On the back side of it is a list of things that you need to get yourself. And we'll go over that a little bit in the class. But there is 3 tubes of paint, yellow, magenta, and cyan, which we'll use for our pochoir project. And there's a couple other things you can do with that with the paste paper project as well. There's a 3-inch speedball brayer. This is one of the better kinds with a metal top. There's a container here that's described as ink and glue. And these are in different envelopes here. This one has, I've gotten some 2-ounce containers. So in here, you will find your black Akua ink, some cooked wheat paste that we'll be using for the paste paper cover project, and also some PVA glue. That's like a fancy white Elmer's glue or Sobo glue. Completely archival stuff, really nice. So that's in that envelope. Then a series of other envelopes. So there's one here listed as various supplies. Let's see what we got in here. So there is a black stamp pad. There's a graphite stick that you use for the frottage project. There's a plastic putty knife or ink knife. There is a set of speedball lino cut tools, which you'll use for a couple different, probably 3 projects. The first time you use those, there are these little rubber blanks that I've colored with a marker, and this you'll be cutting into for the rubber stamp project. And so there's 3 of those. There's this little kit I put together that has some book thread, a needle, and some binder clips. There's a 3/4-inch soft brush for the pochoir project, and there's a bone folder. Some of you have a bone folder in a different container, but this stuff is in this envelope called various supplies. You also have a linoleum block that's mounted with MDF board. And this is, what, 6 by 8 inches. So when we do our linoleum project, you've got this. So let's set this back. Most of this stuff you can just leave in the container till you need it for that assignment. And should be pretty evident in terms of what you need. So this has a variety of papers, tracing paper, cardstock, etc. So in here is a folder. And so in here for our blueprint project, this is our sunprint kit. There's a piece of 600 grit sandpaper that you'll use to prepare the surface of linoleum, and you'll also use that on the Sintra. There are a few sheets of tracing paper that are really helpful, and I'll show you how to use those. For pochoir, there's about 10 sheets of cardstock weight letter size paper. And then it's not really a separate project, but I'm going to show you how to make different kinds of pop-up books. And so I've got 10 different papers, colored papers like that. So So all that stuff's in this one called tracing paper, cardstock, etc. Okay, so there's sandpaper and such. And the sun print kit. So here is one. This is Stonehenge paper for projects 3 and 6. And the stuff for project 3 is here because it's folded in such a way that you'll be able to make an accordion book. And I'll show you how to do that. I've only partially folded that. And then this is a signature pages out of Stonehenge for your cyanotype photo book that you'll be mounting your blueprints, cyanotypes onto. There's a container in here for mulberry paper. Mulberry paper is a non-Western paper using the mulberry plant, and it creates, it's like a rice paper. There's one long piece that's used for frottage, and then there's some more sheets in here that are used for your linoleum cut. There's a container of Stonehenge paper, and this is sort of extra paper. It's also going to be used for the linoleum project, and it'll be used as well for paste paper and so forth. And then there is a piece of Sintra here. This will be used as an optional material with the last project. It's kind of like what PVA pipe is made of. There's a piece of Lexan that this is going to be your inking slab that you can use when you need to ink lino cuts. And then there is this thing that's a registration jig. So I'll show you how that is used. So these are all the supplies that you get with your supply box for printmaking without a press. And if there's something missing, please let me know. But I think all the sets are complete, and look forward to seeing you as part of this class.